The day those men kicked my daughter's wheelchair was the day something in me broke and something else was born. My name is Jason Rourke. I've been raising my daughter Lily on my own since my wife died in a car accident 2 years ago. Lily is 8, fierce in spirit, and lives with cerebral palsy. Her wheelchair is her wings, and her hands, though small and sometimes shaky, create the kind of art that stops you in your tracks. We live in Oak Ridge Heights, a quiet, tucked-away Texas suburb where neighbors wave politely but rarely ask questions. It's a peaceful place. Or at least, it was. That Saturday morning, Lily was on the driveway, tongue between her lips, sketching her superhero phoenix spark complete with flaming mechanical wings. Inside, I was catching up with Cole Ramirez, my old college roommate and now an MMA coach. He'd flown in after hearing about my wife and had barely sat down when the black SUV rolled up outside. Something about that vehicle was wrong. Too polished. Too intentional. The tinted windows were darker than legal, and 2 men stepped out in black polos marked HOA Enforcement in bold print. Our HOA. They mailed notices. They didn't send armed, uniformed thugs. The taller man made a beeline for Lily. I froze mid-sip, alarm bells ringing. His posture was aggressive, fake authority radiating off him. His partner stayed back, one hand hovering near a belt pouch that looked suspiciously like it held a weapon. When the tall guy pointed at Lily's wheelchair, I bolted outside. "But I'm just drawing," Lily said, confused. Community Guidelines Section 4.3, the man barked, flashing a badge that caught the light in a way only cheap plastic does. No visual obstructions on driveways. "You've got to be kidding me," I said, stepping between them and my daughter. "This is private property. We've received multiple complaints." The man sneered, gesturing at Lily's wheelchair like it was garbage. "That's my daughter's mobility device. She's not obstructing anything." My voice trembled with restraint. The shorter man chimed in. Section 4.3.7. No permanent structures may block neighborhood sight lines. "She's a child. In a wheelchair. On her own driveway," I said, now boiling. "And you're quoting fake rules." That's when the tall one did it. He looked at Lily like she was something stuck to his shoe and kicked her wheelchair. Her small body jolted. Her sketchbook flew. Pages fluttered like broken wings. Lily didn't scream, but the sound she made will haunt me forever. My body moved on its own, dropping beside her, checking her hands, her legs, her face. She was shaken but not hurt. Not physically. Behind me, Cole was already moving. The look on his face chilled me more than any shout could. He walked down the steps calmly, slowly, like a storm preparing to land. "You just kicked a disabled kid's wheelchair," Cole said quietly. "Did I see that right?" "This doesn't concern you," the man snapped. Cole smiled. "Now it does." One moment he was standing still. The next, his fist exploded into the man's jaw. A sound like wet concrete smacking pavement echoed across the street. The enforcer dropped. Sunglasses shattered. Clipboard flew. His partner froze, staring wide-eyed at Cole. "You just assaulted an officer," he shouted. "You're not officers," Cole replied. And that wasn't assault. That was a response. The shorter man lunged. Cole sidestepped easily, caught his arm, and twisted. A sickening crack followed by a scream. "My arm. You broke my damn arm." "Be glad it wasn't your neck," Cole said without emotion. "You laid hands on a disabled child. What did you think was going to happen?" By then, neighbors were spilling out onto their lawns. Phones were recording. Mrs. Delaney from across the street, who's on the actual HOA board, hurried over. "Jason, I got it all," she said. "They're not with us. We never sent anyone." Minutes later, sirens wailed. 2 patrol cars and an ambulance pulled up. Officers exited quickly, hands on weapons until they saw the scene. "What happened?" the senior officer asked. I pointed to the badges. They claimed to be HOA. Harassed my daughter. Kicked her chair. My friend stopped them. The younger officer crouched to examine the badges. "These are fake. Not even good ones." "We have it all on video," a neighbor added. Phones surrounded the officers like courtroom evidence. The tall thug stirred as he was loaded onto a stretcher. His buddy sat in the grass, arm in a splint, still glaring at Cole. "You're dead, man," he muttered. "You don't know who you're messing with." The officer overheard. "Add criminal threats to your list. Impersonation, fraud, assault of a minor." When asked for a statement, Cole said, "A man kicked a disabled child's wheelchair. I acted accordingly." The officer nodded. Mr. Ramirez, right? I recognize you. Can't say I disagree with your assessment. That night, our world exploded. The video hit social media. Tags like Chair Justice and Dante Mess with Lily trended within hours. Local news vans camped outside. Lily stared at her phone in awe. Dad, we're famous. No, sweetheart, I said. You're famous. For being brave. Offers poured in. A disability rights group offered support. Cole's old MMA promotion wanted him back for interviews this time. But what mattered most? Other families started stepping forward. Seniors, immigrants, single parents, all conned by the same fake HOA duo Carlton Davis and Marcus Reeves. Police found forged badges, fake violation notices, and ledgers with names of victims. Investigators tied them to similar scams in 2 other states. Bail was denied. The charges piled up. 3 days later, Lily was invited to City Hall. The mayor presented her with a Courage Under Fire award. He also introduced Lily's law requiring all HOA reps to carry scannable, standardized ID. During the ceremony, a boy her age rolled up in a wheelchair. "You're my hero," he whispered. "They came to our house too. My mom paid them because she was scared." "They can't scare us anymore," Lily told him, holding his hand. That evening, someone rang our doorbell. A woman from an adaptive arts program handed Lily a letter. "We're offering you a full scholarship to our summer program. We were especially moved by your superhero design, Phoenix Spark." Lily lit up. "They want me to design a comic book hero based on everything that happened." Later that night, as I tucked her in, she asked, "Is Cole going to leave soon?" "Probably," I said. "He has his gym back home." "Can he stay? Just a little longer? He makes me feel safe." I didn't expect Cole's response when I asked. "Actually," he said, "I've been thinking. There's no adaptive martial arts program here. Kids like Lily could use that. Builds confidence. Teaches strength. You do that." He shrugged. "Got nothing better to do." 6 months later, our lives look completely different. Cole teaches adaptive martial arts at the community center. Lily is his first student. She even designed the logo Phoenix Spark in a wheelchair with flaming wings. Carlton and Marcus pled guilty. At their sentencing, Lily read a statement. "You thought my wheelchair made me weak. But it's just a tool. My strength comes from inside and from people who protect what's right." The community center now has a mural of Lily sketching, with Cole in the background. The words beneath it say, "Real heroes protect." And now, when people in our neighborhood look at Lily, they don't see a little girl in a wheelchair. They see fire.